the resilience approach itself, which is a way of working between development and humanitarian actors in a way to make sure that the next time around the El Nino hits the Horn of Africa, we're not going to need as much humanitarian assistance as this time. That is a way also to reduce the demand for humanitarian assistance. I think we have already seen in that case that it was better this time than it was back in the 80s, because some resilience-related approaches have been pursued in the case of Ethiopia.
Let me give you the simplest example that we're actually deploying right now in Uganda. We used to wait for a big flood. Flood would occur and a cholera epidemic would follow 2 out of 3 times. That's a preventable risk. What we do now is not wait for that disaster to happen and then treat the cholera, but we wait for the flood warning, which is not yet certain, but the flood might happen 1 out of 2 times. So 1 out of 2 times we'll do our investment and it will not pay off, but the other time, so what we'll do is we'll distribute chlorine tablets before the floods. And when the floods arrive, people will be able to clean their own water and they won't get cholera in the first place. The chlorine tablets cost almost nothing. 1 out of 2 times they won't be used in that flood, but they'll still be there for a future flood. But the time that we do have a flood, it saves them immense cost of having to respond to a cholera outbreak afterwards.